Alright, so the first signing for Manchester United this transfer window is Daniel James. Really pleased that we've finally actually got a deal over the line for Manchester United. Now, obviously, it's not the big name that everyone wants Manchester United to sign. The Felixes, the Fernandezes, obviously, people of that ilk. It's not the big name players that we think. It is a player from the Championship, from Swansea City. I think it is in the region of £15 million, something like that. Add-ons taking it or whatever to about 18 to 20 million, which isn't terrible money for a player of his age who could improve. Now, I haven't seen enough of him play. I think he got something like 5 goals in all competitions and about 10 assists for Swansea City last season. So, will hopefully create some chances for Manchester United. His speed is terrifying for defenders, so that is something good to look out for Manchester United. Really some pace out in the wider areas. And what I'm hoping is that he will actually give Manchester United something different to offer than some of the other players, the likes of Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford, who play out in the wider areas. And hopefully he will give something different. Anthony Martial doesn't really look to create any chances. He's looking always to cut inside in order to try and obviously score himself. So I'll just have a bit of optimism. It's not a young, promising talent. It might not be the player that we think he could be. I mean, obviously, the downside to this transfer could be the fact that he could get a lot of stick from the United fans if things are not going too well. And he is one of our major signings. Now, I'm hoping he's not one of our major signings and he's sort of a backwards sort of player that can fill in Europa League games and League Cup games at first, and just be a backup squad man for now and see where it takes him. Maybe if he can be a player that can start games in the future towards the back end of the season, but I wouldn't really expect him to be starting 30 odd Premier League games next season. I really wouldn't be expecting that to happen for Daniel James. But we've signed a player. He's a Welsh international. I'm not too sure how many games he's played for Wales, but obviously he'll be playing. Be interesting to see how he does play in these upcoming qualifiers for Wales. So we will have to see on that. But overall, just content with it. At least we've got something over the line quick, and it's not too late. But hopefully some bigger and better deals will come in the next coming weeks. We will just have to wait and see. There isn't really too much news on the likes of De Ligt at the moment in time for Manchester United. I mean, some people are saying that 5 clubs are interested in him. We're just going to have to wait and see on that one. We really are, and see where it takes us. The only real sort of other reports, Bruno Fernandes reports yesterday that Manchester United are in pole position to sign him again. There's been a lot of reports about that, and that Manchester City aren't even interested in him. I would like to see him come to Manchester United. I still think that he could come to Manchester United. I wouldn't rule that one out at all yet. So we will just have to wait and see on that one. The Wan-Bissaka incident, the reports today are that he is still Manchester United's preferred option at the right back, and he'll cost in the region of at least in the region of 50 plus million for Manchester United, which is steep. It really is steep, but he is a great promising right back, and we cannot go into another season with Ashley Young playing at right back. So I could see at least one or two of them deals may be happening. We will have to just wait and see, but there's not, for me, a lot of other news out there that Manchester United could really ping their hopes on at this moment in time. We're just going to have to wait and see, and hopefully there will be some more news in the next couple of weeks, because we will be only, if another couple of weeks pass, we will only be about 3 weeks till the pre-season kicks off, and it's going to come around really, really quick, and we really want at least 2 or 3 of our players to come in before the pre-season starts so that we can look to see what's going on and looking to see what he wants to do. It looks like he wants to go with a younger side than Jose Mourinho wanted to go with, bringing in young, certainly some British players into the fold for Manchester United. Maybe some players from Europe as well that are certainly under the ages of sort of 28, 29. And hopefully Manchester United can get a decent squad together. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this Daniel James one. I wasn't overly convinced when at first with the news of this, but as long as he's not Manchester United's main signing this summer, then I'm happy for him to be in and around the squad for next season and see where it takes us. He will get a lot of experience from Europa League games. I'm sure he'll start a lot of them, along with a lot of other youngsters like Mason Greenwood, Angel Gomez, Jimmy Garner, Tai Chong, Ethan Laird, a lot of them could play minutes in that Europa League, and it could do them the world of good this season, mixed in with Daniel James. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.